Hi, and welcome to this video where I am going to tell you about the things that I'm doing on this semester. So this video is a little later than the actual start of the semester because there were a few things with my schedule that I hadn't pinned down until the first week was starting, basically. So because of that, then I had already started the semester, so I wasn't prepared to make a video at those moments. So a few different things going on. So I'll go ahead and relay some of the things that I'm doing. So some of the things are just paperwork, kind of forms and other kind of information that I have to fill out in order to be able to advance to my things that I'm doing in the next year and over the summer. So I'll leave those until the time that they're actually happening, but just know, so part of being a PhD student is you have to kind of think ahead, turn in things to the university before you actually do them. So that's what I've been working on some this semester. But most of those things will be, the one that I still have out is due the middle of February. So that's why I've kind of been working more, having some extra work, as it were, kind of in the beginning of the semester rather than, well, I'll still have papers and things at the end of the semester. But, basically there was a lot of work up front and there'll be work at the end as well. So for right now, though, I'll go ahead and mention the classes that I'm taking. So I'm taking two classes. One of them is in the history department with my advisor, and it's kind of a Latin-based class. So we're reading passages from the Roman historian Ammianus Marcellinus, and he was alive in the 4th century AD. He was writing about kind of the rulers around his time. So he's one of the main sources for that particular century, especially for the reigns of a few emperors in the middle of that century is kind of what he's a unique source for. That class we're reading mostly some of the Latin from him, and then also kind of doing some other things around that. The other class I'm doing is that's the Latin class I'm doing. The other class I'm doing is a Greek class. It's called The Trial of Socrates. So it's in the classics department, but mostly it's to practice my Greek. And it's, going over the trial of Socrates. So there's lots of really interesting things we've already been learning. For those who don't know, Plato, wrote down everything about Socrates. He's the main source for that, but there's also a few other sources like Xenophon, who more famously wrote his work, The Anabasis, which is kind of a pretty cool story about when he was a mercenary fighting in some Persian wars and then had to kind of fight his way back out of the Persian Empire with several other Greek mercenaries. So there's some pretty cool stories there, but the point is most of the people who wrote about him did know about Socrates, or they knew Socrates personally. Many of them did. Some of them didn't know him until kind of, toward the end of Socrates' life. So the class is just kind of all about like, how much do we actually know of what Socrates said? How much is it just people coming later who said stuff about him, or we're like, this is something he could have said, but, they don't really, because with the ancient sources, they don't necessarily specify very clearly when they're doing maybe as today, inspired by a true story versus actually the true story. So that's kind of what the class is. And again, it's also very good practice for my Greek. So this semester I'm taking a Greek class and a Latin class. And so it's a lot of work, as I've already alluded to. So I think that's pretty much all we need to know for classes for this semester. I'm also a TA again this semester for the Roman history class, which is also taught by my advisor. It's not an advanced writing section like I was doing the previous semester. So I basically meet with each of my 4 sections once a week. So I have about 25 students in each section. And we just kind of discuss things that have been already brought up from the textbook or the lectures during that week. And so that's pretty much my schedule for this semester. I think that's all you need to know for the updates for now. There should be some more things coming. Like I said, I've been working on paperwork for things next year and over the summer probably. So there'll be more updates well before just kind of well, of course, I'll do an end of semester kind of update as I usually do. And then there'll probably be some other summer updates as well. Yeah, so hopefully everyone's having a good time out there doing whatever you're doing in the world. And hopefully once I get more of this kind of these deadlines in the middle of February done, I'll have more time to make a few other videos besides just these kind of basic update videos. But if not, we'll, still have these videos at least. So yeah, so like and subscribe if you are interested in my life, or just, want to have more information about the Greek and Latin that I'm doing. You can put that in the comments too. It's been a while since I posted videos talking about just Greek and Latin specifically, so there might be some times when maybe I can make a a video summarizing my homework for the week or something like that if people are interested. But yeah, see you. Have a good day, hopefully, wherever you are. Or may your day be good. I don't know. As I've alluded to in other videos, you don't really have days. They just kind of are there and then you interact with them. But nevertheless, bye. See you all another time. Thanks for watching.